Hi guys, it's Ray, and another book haul because books. I had some. Um, this is kind of a mishmash of there's several borrows, some from my local library, some from my library at school, and then one from Jess, and a couple of bought, and just one that I need to show you for because of reasons. Yeah. So the first three I'm going to show you. One of them I already owned, but it has an edition that is new. Because as you might know from previous videos, that last week Jess and I went to Birmingham for the Laini Taylor signing at Waterstones, which was amazing. Just sort of getting to hear her talk about the book and talking about she came how Carew came to sort of appear into her mind, and how Daughter Smoke and Bone, and then all the other books came after that was really really awesome, and it was just she's so lovely, and then we got to sort of get our book signed. Since my copy of Dreams of Gods and Monsters was already signed, I decided to just take my copy of Daughter Smoke and Bone, and she and she also and she signed it, Rachel. Like, yeah, it's awesome. And I got a postcard. No, this is a bookmark, Rachel. You idiot. Bookmark. So yeah, I got my already copy of that, and I also bought a copy of Lit's Touch, which is like three short stories that have also been illustrated by her husband, Jim DeBartolo. And look at how gorgeous those illustrations are. Seriously, seriously gorgeous illustrations. And she also sang this one, like for just happy kissing, like because it's just kind of a kissing book. But yeah, I have started one of the stories in here, and it's been very intriguing and very luscious and but that was also really fabulous. And just the whole event was fabulous. And Lainey said she liked my T-shirt. Like I was wearing my unicorn T-shirt. It's very blue, and there's actually the Waterstones YA like staff have their own sort of blog, and they did a post about that. And I have one of the pictures that's at the bottom because it's like bright pink Lainey hair and me in my bright blue T-shirt. It's pretty fucking cool. And and they also the Lainey's I think like published. I've lost the ability to word this afternoon. Her publishing team was handing out like these temporary tattoo harmsers and bookmarks and all that shenanigans. So I got me one of those, and I also as I dropped Jess off, she lent me her copy of To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. I actually read this on Saturday, and because I don't know what it is, I have difficulty with Jenny Han's books. I didn't really like her Somewhere Turned Pretty books, and I just was left feeling a bit underwhelmed by this. It was cute, but I somehow don't deal well with serial contempt novels. It just feels like it should all be nicely resolved at the end of one, and not be. If it's like fantasy or paranormal, I can deal with it being a series, but for some reason, just like realistic contempt novels, I can't deal with. I don't know what it is. It just makes me feel like, and makes me question what the bloody hell you're doing. It's a good book. It's just not quite for me. I'm just, I don't know. And the light is going so weird because I'm getting sun from over there, I'm getting sun from over there. God damn it. I feel like flinging that curtain open. If I could reach it, I really would. But, yes. And another book that I have borrowed from my library at school, because they have lots of books there, and they've also got, currently they've got like all the Carnegie Medal nominees, shortlists, books that are everywhere. And the borrowed since Rooftoppers is also one that's shortlist that I read last week before, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember when it was. But I've also borrowed Susan Cooper Ghost Talk. Susan Cooper wrote The Dark is Rising sequence series, whatever you want to call it, and this is historical novel about a Native American boy who has to kind of basically go and live in the wild on his own for like over the winter to become a man. And I'm kind of not too far into it because I keep not reading it because it's in my bag every day and I just don't actually read it. But I have read a bit today, and very intriguing. And it's sort of about some Native American, like that's not the kind of side that you kind of often get in sort of YA middle grade fiction, or in most fiction actually, because of reasons that are really not good. So it should be very intriguing, and it's quite a decent sized book actually. It's about like 300 odd pages for like a kind of mid to YA novel. It's quite a length, so I will try and get that done over the weekend because it's taken me forever. But yeah, those for those. And the last chunk of books I got yesterday, 2 from the library and 2 from charity shop, because I was out, and I also bought dresses. I bought a pretty dress. I bought 2 others, which are upstairs, but I won't show you this. Maybe on Instagram. I don't know. But I got The Taming of Ryder Kavanaugh by Stephanie Lawrence, because Stephanie Lawrence addict I am. It's my kind of like guilty mush read. I just really like her books, and yeah, read and see lol. But I'm reading this at the moment, and I didn't finish it all last night because I was just like, no, I've stayed up too late this week just reading shit. I mean, like Wednesday night I stayed up till stupid o'clock rereading Throne of Glass, because that's all your fault, Sarah J. Maas. You just dropping those Heir of Fire covers on us. It's like, oh, suddenly I need to reread everything, even though I can't actually read Heir of Fire until September. Although, damn the evil people who've got arcs. But yes, and the other book that I got was The Rendezvous and Other Short Stories by Daphne du Maurier. People who've watched my channel for a while will know from way back in 2010, when I was at uni, I went through a massive phase of buying all of the Daphne du Maurier books that I could get my hands on. And this is one of the few, and there are only a few, that I don't own. I own most of them. There is a lot. It's over 20, I think, or getting near to it. But this is, I really like all the different colours of the Virago books of hers, and this is only £2, and it's like basically one of the last ones of hers that I don't have. I think there's possibly about 1 more, and then there's like some non-fiction biography things of hers that I don't have. But I have like all the fiction basically, and I've read about 6 of them. I know I've read Jamaica Inn, Rebecca, My Cousin Rachel, Castle Door. I've read The Birds and the other stories in that book. I've read Rebecca. Did I say Rebecca? I don't even know anymore. I've read a few of them, but I have not read all of them, and I have now all of them practically. And the last 2 books I got. I was meandering around the library, kind of avoiding going to speak to librarians, because I was going to ask if I can volunteer there in the summer once I finished at school, because libraries, I want to work in a library, because that'd be something I'm good at, because I own basically a library. I mean, I own all the books. But I found, while I was avoiding doing what I was supposed to be doing, I found this 2 interesting books called The Intrigue at Highbury, or Emma's Match, by Carrie Barris, I believe. Bebris. I was misreading that as an R. But there's Intrigue at Highbury and The Matter at Mansfield. Basically, what I've read from the back, the premise of these is Elizabeth and Fitzwilliam Darcy, after they're married, going around what seems to be the other Jane Austen books, solving mysteries. Yeah. Okay. That sounds cool. So this is obviously at Highbury. It's kind of set in Emma, and this one is set in Mansfield Park. Yeah, I don't. It's kind of crazy, but I like the idea. I like it. So I've got those 2 to read. I've got till the end of this month to read these. I'm probably going to end up having to renew them maybe because I don't see myself reading them all. Maybe I should do kind of a thing in June where I just read Jane Austen because I have obviously bought 4 new pretty editions that I could do with reading just to make sure the boy's not really angry at me because I've bought them. That could be a thing, maybe, possibly. I don't know. So yeah, there are like the books I have, and this video is really long for it, considering it's only about like what, how many books? I don't know, 7, 9. I can't do maths. That says the girl with TA. I don't know, but yes, I have those books, and I have nothing else to say apart from like hi, bye, have a nice weekend. I don't know. Bye bye. Endings lol.